Good afternoon and welcome to Blindformers. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and yeah, the camera is a little bit different today. That is because we are going to be doing a Titan class figure, and it's going to be a little big, but not as big as Black Zarek or Omega Supreme, so I don't have to worry about doing this in my different area, mainly my kitchen counter, where I have enough space. I actually have enough space with Tidalwave here. So here's Armada Tidalwave in his crazy awesome battle mode. Yeah, the super battleship mode. It's really, kind of lackluster. But we're not really talking about that now. We talked about that in yesterday's video, which, if you didn't realize, I had actually sped the video up to 2 times speed because by the time I was done covering everything about it, I done a couple of shots and that was the best one, and it ended up being like 38 minutes long. So I didn't want you to experience 38 minutes of a video. I wanted to try and help you out. So I sped it up, and I hope you don't mind that I did. No, it sounds a little weird, but that's the case. So let's, first off, you want to take the aircraft carrier out from between the front, what do you call them, pontoons, the front keels of the battleship. All right? And just leave them there. Just leave them like they are open. And then you want to come over here to the rear of it, and you want to take off the each half of the amphibious assault vehicle. Boom. And the other one is a little stuck. Come on. Yeah, come on. You little thing. Get off there. Thank you. Good grief. All right. So now we have both of them removed from either side of the battle mode or super battle mode. We can go ahead and move in that little thing. There's a little square peg. We talked about that in yesterday's video. You want to go ahead and push that one in. Let's do it with the other one too. Let's come over here and push in that peg. There we are. Peg pushed in on both sides. Now we have a nice smooth area with the only, with the 2 connectors at the rear instead of having a connector at the front. Oh my god. That's the amphibious assault vehicle upsets me so much. All right, now we're left with the battleship here. And this is where our first bit of transformation is going to occur. So let's go ahead and come over here and remember, Perspective In talked about this. Hi, Perspective In. Hope you're watching. You got to pull up the front skirt area, and you got to come over here and pull up the back skirt area off the rest of him. There we go. Both of them are pulled up, and this will stop you from accidentally breaking something. You don't want to accidentally break something here. And Perspective In mentioned that it's easy to break something if you don't pull up these pieces first. Of course, the front skirt area, which I call the front skirt area, has 2 of the battleship cannons on it, and the back skirt area has 2 of the battleship cannons on it. Now, we're going to pick them up and put them together like a sandwich, pull out this massive bar hinge, and then rotate them 180 degrees at the top of the hinge, and we're going to drop them down in a minute. We're not going to drop them down right now. We've got other things to transform. So pick up your thing, make sure that little guy in the back doesn't fall out. He likes to fall out. And we'll talk about him in tomorrow's video. So you want to grab this upper thigh from the corner. You can feel it. It's the one that has the square peg. We talked about folding these upper thighs up in yesterday's video. You're just going to rotate that upper thigh out all the way. You're going to come over to the other side, and yeah, they are a little tough. They are some insane ratchets going on here. Come on. My God. Yeah. Come on. Ratchety. There it goes. And I popped out the little guy. It's best whenever you're doing this if you hold your palm over this hole in the underside so that if this guy pops out, he just pops out into the palm of your hand instead of, crashing on the floor somewhere, and then you have to go find it. Yeah, that'd be sad. So now that we've done pulling the thighs down, let's move over here to the... oh, and I forgot about this panel on the underside. I should have picked it up, but I keep forgetting it exists. This panel's kind of stupid in my opinion, but, it's okay. It's just, why do you exist, Mr. Panel? You want to make sure that panel is unhooked whenever you're doing the thigh rotation. That's why mine was so difficult. I still had the panel hooked in, and luckily it popped out before it broke, which I'm very happy about. That was a error on my case, and I don't want y'all to make it either. You can go ahead and actually tab that pad back into the rear of his thighs. This guy has no rotation, but we'll talk about that when we review the robot mode. So go ahead and come over here to the one of the keels and rotate it down. You gotta play with it a bit to lock it into place because it doesn't like to lock into place, and it squeaks something fierce. I don't know why this never locks into place properly. Come on now. Did you do it? No, you just don't. I just don't understand these new connections they're using. They're stupid. All right, let's come over here to this one. Take that up, rotate that around. This is such a stupid hinge. Okay. Nope, it's not connected. I gotta come over here and move that around a bit. And squeeze that down. Nope. Squeeze it up. There it goes. Got it. Okay. You gotta play a little Play-Doh with it because it's a double hinge that's really close to itself, so you gotta move them back and forth. And I don't think the squeak is a bad thing, so don't worry about the squeak. At least I don't worry about the squeak. Now that you've done that, go ahead and collapse this chest piece down because we're making it the chest piece, and it's going to come into play and actually help stabilize everything. It's got a bunch of pins on the other side, and if you've done it correctly, it's going to stabilize. There we go. Let's go ahead and at this point remove the guns from their moorings. Nah, we're just going to leave them in. I think he looks cooler with the guns. So we're going to go ahead and set that guy back. Where did you go? There he is. All right, and go back in there. Go back in there. There you go. Good gun. All right, we've rotated the head. Boom. Now he is the Black Knight. It's only a flesh wound. Okay. Yeah, I know. Holy Grail joke. So we're going to set that piece off to the side. And now let's come over here to the aircraft carrier. That is the arms. Remember yesterday we folded down the helipad and we folded down this tower bit. Now, interestingly enough, this helipad has these little bits in it. I don't know where they go. I don't know what that's about. It's almost as if there's supposed to be a tiny plane or something like that. Like, I feel as though there should be a plane, but I haven't been able to find one. Let me know in the comments below. Am I missing something with that? So we're going to come over here to the front of the aircraft carrier and split it apart, and everything's going to split down the center, and we have 2 aircraft carriers. Yay! We got 2 of them. All right, now we're going to come over here to the aircraft carrier and feel on the underside of it. Find the rounded side that's supposed to be the exterior, not the sharp edge, which is supposed to be the interior. And right in front of this caster wheel, you will find that there's a square that is pushed up, and it's a square that changes everything. It breaks the mold there. That is actually supposed to be pulled out. There you go. You just pull it out, and it's going to lock into place, and now you can just kind of hold it there. Now come down here to the other arm, rotate this the arm 90 degrees so that the bend in the hinge is the same area as this flat part at the top of the aircraft carrier, so that you can rotate the hand, the arm like so. Now we're going to come over here and pull this piece out a bit. You just unclasp it. It's this little aircraft carrier arm thing that pulls out. I don't understand this at all. We're going to talk about that when we talk about this review for this robot. But let's go ahead and rotate this hand the other way. And there we are. And now you can just kind of put that back in there. But let's go ahead and pull it out completely and rotate this piece around. There's a little piece in there to rotate. I do this. I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but it gives out this little curly bit that's on the bar hinge that you can actually pull and rotate and stuff. And we're going to close that piece. We're going to close the side of his arm back up. Kinda. It's still not going to be closed up completely, but now whenever he where's your arm, your hand, your little, there it is. Okay, so now whenever he makes a fist with his hand, you can actually kind of throw this over it to give his hand big, make his hand kind of bigger. You can pretend his hand is much bigger than it actually is by using these as his other fingers. So he's got 2 fingers at the top, and then this bit here becomes his other 2 fingers, and it is very sloppily done. It gives him a big hand that he can hold things in, but with such a tiny thumb that is not movable, I just don't understand. So we're going to set that piece off to the side. Let's come over here. I know. I keep wanting to talk about the robot mode before we even get to the robot mode. So let's come over here to the other half of the aircraft carrier and pull that pin out that we talked about, the little square pin. Now that it's pulled out, well, it's not too little. It's actually about the thickness of my thumb. Now we're going to come over to the arm itself, rotate so that the bulge in the hinge is facing towards the top of the aircraft carrier bit that we pulled that square pin from. And now you can click that hand up, rotate the hand here. We got to rotate it the other way, right? All right, there we go. Hand has been rotated. Come on, hand. There it is. All right. Nice. Oh, wait. We did it the right way the first time, didn't we? No. Oh, crap. There it goes. Okay, now that that's done, let's unfold this bit and switch this piece around. Rotate that bit so that now we can actually kind of fold that forwards and it can become the rest of his hand. Isn't that nice? He's got a big hand now. He's got a big old hand and nothing wants to fit properly with his big old hand. I'm as disappointed in this as I was with Combiner Wars Devastator. All right, let's get into the. Oh wait, we forgot about the feet. Okay, so those are the two pieces for the aircraft carrier. Let's come over here to the amphibious assault vehicle bits, and let's do the most bits. Okay, so we're gonna first off come to the front of it, where you get this little sleeve that rolls down, acts as kind of a ramp that you can park core class figures on. If that was what you could do with this, that would be awesome. It'd be really cool if they had included siege pegs and stuff on the side so we could actually integrate this with other base things. I'm still upset by that. Okay, so what we want to do is pull up the little there's this little folded down piece that's got a hinge in it, and it actually closes and makes the ramp full with no gaps going from the bottom all the way up to the top deck. So we're going to actually find a gap, a little triangular gap right above the pontoon area to that, and you're going to pull upwards on that, and you'll pull up this bar hinge with the tab little plate at the bottom. Yeah, we could have used more of this origami style paneling, but we only get it here, and I am very disappointed that we only get it in one place. So you want to go ahead and close that panel up, and then move the ramp forwards all the way, because that's going to be the toes of his foot. And then on the back, you want to pull down this this thing that has a caster wheel on it to make his heel. Yeah, and then we're going to come over here and lower that foot just a bit, because we got to open it up like we opened it up before whenever we were putting the upper thigh in. And humidity, man, I am sweating. Okay, now we're going to come over here and we're going to pull out his knee stuff. There it goes. Pull it all the way out. There we are. Good. His thigh is now pulled out. His lower thigh, I should say. And lock the panel back into place. All you have to do is just close it back up and spread the foot out. There we are. One leg is complete. Let's get the other leg done. All right. Make sure it's snapped together properly. Come over here. Set this leg off to the side. Let's do the same thing here. Pop up these panels and then rotate one panel into the other one. Then take this foot and fold it forwards, but don't fold it forwards too far, because first off, let's go ahead and pull that leg out. You want to just pull up the entire top of this ship like we did before. Reach in here with your fingers and grab this thigh and then pull the thigh out. And then close that panel back up. There we are. Wonderful, wonderful. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go ahead and pull up that little panel system we folded in together. Pull the toe up, pull the heel down, and there we are. Two legs. Wonderful. Wonderful legs. Wonderful legs. Okay. I have to say, as legs go, these are some of the most stable legs that we have out of Titan scale things, next to Omega Supreme, which has the greatest legs of them all because they can hold accessories. And I really wish that they had included some accessory storage in this guy. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to come over and attach the legs. But honestly, I think it's easier to attach the arms first. So we're going to move the legs over here off to the side. There we go. Two legs moved off to the side. And now let's come over here to the arms. And let's go ahead and attach the arms first. All right. Make sure you find which arm goes where. You don't want to put these in backwards. All right. So line up that square bit. Make sure that you can tell which arm is which by where the thumb's at. And that's not right. That's not going to be right at all. Something's wrong, I think. Did I do something wrong here? Let's see. No, that's supposed to be right. Then why isn't that... Oh, okay. Cool. I had it right. I had it right. I just confused myself. Okay, let's go ahead and if you feel on this double keel that we folded over, you'll find that there's just a big square hole, and that's where this big square piece is going to go, and snap it into place. Excellent.
Now we're going to do the same with the other side. Find the arm, find that big square hole, and push it in. There it goes, locked into place. Excellent. He's got his arms now. Now let's come over here and we'll attach his legs one at a time. So if you feel on these thighs, you can find that there's this like hook style clasp, and we're just going to slide it into the opening on the upper leg. All right, that fits it perfectly. Here's the other leg. It's got that nice opening. It even has little grippies in there to grab it and hold it into place. And it actually kind of clicks into place when we do this. And there, clicked into place. Soft click, but still a click. And there we have our Tidalwave in all of his giant glory. Not as big as you would think Tidalwave would be, but that is how you build Tidalwave. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode of Blindformers. I've been Blind Prime, this has been Tidalwave, and this has been Cream the Cat. Cream, are you going to say anything to the camera today? Huh? They want to know what your feelings are about this Tidalwave. What are your feelings about Tidalwave? Hey, don't bite my nose. Why do you always gotta bite my nose? Do you like Tidalwave? Tidalwave wants to give you a hug, Cream. Hug. Cream does not like the Tidalwave trying to give him a hug. Thanks for watching. Tune in next Prime. We'll be reviewing this giant robot mode, and then we'll go over the tiny dark fleet inside. So, hope to hear from you then. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe, please. Goes a long way to help me raise awareness for the blind.